So the future of privacy, I have two thoughts. I think that chief data officers and privacy teams will be working a lot closer together in the future. So lots of organizations have had a chief data officer in place for quite some time now. That role is often focused on using data for more commercial means. So I think chief data officers are going to have to work with privacy officers to look at the balance between the use of data for commercial gain and the use of data to promote customer trust. I think that's the first thing. I think the second thing is that we're obviously seeing a heightened awareness around privacy. So perceptions are changing. Customers are far more aware of how organizations are using their data and are demanding, and rightly so, because they know they have rights and they're aware of those rights. So I think this is a trend. We've already started that trend, particularly in Europe. I think in the US that's becoming increasingly prevalent with the sort of very public incidents that we've seen recently and the announcement of CCPA. So I think heightened awareness from consumers will be a big trend in the next 3 or 4 years. Really thinking through what's behind the spirit of the regulation and not the letter. So we see lots of clients getting caught up in debate about a particular part of a regulation, and they'll overthink that without really thinking about the intent of the regulation or putting themselves into the shoes of their customer or data subject to think about what that data subject expects of them. If you can get into that mindset, you're going to be creating a framework that will stand the test of time. You're going to be doing this perhaps once instead of 30 or 40 times as new regulation comes out, and you're able to focus your effort on communicating those messages in a much more simpler fashion so that the business units understand them. The more nuanced you create this and the more you overanalyze it, the harder it's going to be to roll out, because you're creating difference and it's hard to communicate why things are different sometimes. So my advice is, try to keep it simple. Try and look at the spirit of the regulation, not overanalyze every line.